Peace and blessings, beautiful people. Peace and blessings. This is Empress Imani, and welcome to this episode of Sacred Love Lessons. When your vision is clear, the strategy is easy. Author unknown. If this is your first time here, I'm Empress Imani, inspirational teacher of Sacred Love Lessons. I help women to honor the love within so they too can manifest the life of their dreams. We're in Season 4, The Art of Being You, 46 Laws of Spiritual Power, and today we're covering Law 23, Open Your Third Eye. Our objective today is to tap into our third eye energy to see life more clearly. Now, before we get started, I just want you to know that all information in this podcast is for informational purposes only. Proceed with caution when activating your third eye energy. What is the third eye? Your third eye energy center is in the pineal gland located in the middle of the brain. We point to the center of the forehead between the eyebrows as a point of reference. This pine cone-shaped gland is the size of a grain of rice. It consists of feminine energy and governs spiritual communication, awareness, and perception, among other things. What does the third eye do? The third eye is the window to your subconscious mind. It has the ability to see things beyond what you see on the surface with your natural eyes. Some call it the seat of the soul, believing it holds mystical powers. I believe that too. It produces and secretes DMT, a powerful psychedelic. The pineal gland, also known as the third eye, is so powerful that it was dubbed the spirit molecule for its spiritual awakening trips. Now, what happens if your third eye is blocked? Headaches, hormone imbalances, nightmares, indecision, burnout, and lack of purpose are all common manifestations when there's an imbalance in the third eye. Now, what happens when your third eye is open? Opening your third eye can lead to an increase in perceptive, intuitive, and spiritual abilities. As your pineal gland activates and the brain becomes more integrated, you perceive your reality differently. Imagine looking through a pinhole. What do you see? Then imagine the pinhole view changing to a widescreen panoramic view. This is what happens when you open your third eye. You access planes of higher consciousness. You discover your true self, your higher self. You become more aware. You notice more of your unconscious behavior, which helps you to get in touch with your shadow. You see life more clearly. You know that everything you need and is destined to be is already inside of you. This is love, peace, joy, happiness, inspiration, wisdom, abundance. All of that is already inside of you. You wake up to many new realities about your life and the universe that were unavailable to you before. Now, how do you open your third eye? Before we get started, again, I just want to encourage you to be careful when you go through this process. Everything that I'm sharing with you, I have gone through myself, and so I'm speaking from my own personal experience. The first thing you want to do is detox. Detox from alcohol, sugar, smoking, meat, caffeine, sex, social media, drugs, TV, and bread. Number 2, drink lots of water. You also want to cleanse yourself in water, sit by water, just tap into water energy. This could include going to the beach, to the lake, creek, river, wherever, waterfall, anywhere where there's a body of water. Also, you want to take cleansing showers every day. Number 3, embrace a spiritual practice. Some can be done daily. For example, call upon your archangel, Haniel. Haniel is the archangel that helps you with your intuition and your third eye. Deep breathing. Some believe that deep breathing increases your levels of DMT. So deep breathing. Also, deep breathing meditation helps you to access theta state. You may include gratitude prayers, Also use crystal energy. Some crystals that are good for the third eye chakra include clear quartz, lapis lazuli, labradorite, amethyst, moonstone, sodalite, moldavite, and some others. I'll leave a list for you at the website 46 Laws of Spiritual Power. So you can go over there this week and take a look at those. Number 4, develop yourself and integrate your shadow work. This process is really big because in here you're going to refer back to those episodes that we've already covered where you release dead weight, transmute energy, and integrate your lessons into your daily life. For example, if you have an issue with anger, then you want to learn how to control your response to the feelings of anger. And you want to practice that. And believe you me, if that's your issue, the universe will send you a lot of teachers and opportunities for growth in whatever area you're working on. Number 5, you can use a DMT booster. Earlier, you heard me refer to deep breathing, which increases your DMT levels. Other DMT boosters include ayahuasca and cacao. Now, I've gone through the ayahuasca experience and it substantially increases your DMT levels. I highly recommend before you do that process, do everything else first and just see how that works out for you. And then I've also gone to a Mayan fire ceremony, which was hosted with raw cacao. Now, for me, I didn't feel any increase in my DMT levels when I went through the fire ceremony. I went there with an open mind, an open heart, so I was already open. And so if it did increase my DMT levels, it wasn't as substantial as the ayahuasca. The ayahuasca is extremely potent, okay? And you will be expanded. Your third eye will be expanded substantially if you go through the ayahuasca process. We all come into this world with third eye energy and a way to access that energy. In human design, this access is through the splenic center with emphasis on gate 57. If your splenic center and gate is defined, this energy is always on and available to you with ease. Now, this information is for those people who are into human design or gene keys, I Ching, that sort of thing. This is for you. If you have the entire channels of 5720 or 5734, you are even more powerful in your ability to access and express your inner vision. Gate 61 in the crown center is also a way to access your inner knowing. In astrology, for those of you who are into astrology, this energy is referred to as Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. If you know anyone with these energies in their sun and or moon, they're probably very intuitive. Now, my own personal story, and I'll just give you a little background about me. As long as I can remember, even as a child, I was very intuitive. I had prophetic dreams, and I just had this knowing. I can't explain how I know the things that I know or what I knew at the time. I cannot explain that. I came into this planet with easy access to my inner vision as part of my energy blueprint. As a child, I had prophetic dreams, like I said before, and knowing about things. Most times, I would suppress this energy because of my childhood upbringing. Like, I grew up in a very religious home. We were fundamentalist, Pentecostal. The Bible was interpreted very literal. It was a very literal interpretation. I really felt like that energy within me that I had to be silent because of my upbringing. However, over time, through much deconditioning, I learned to trust myself and my inner vision, especially once I got out on my own. I've been out on my own since I was 18. I relied heavily on my spiritual team and my spiritual focus, my intuition, and I allowed that to guide me. Now, I noticed through experience, when I ignored my intuition, I always ended up on the wrong path with the wrong people in the wrong situation. When I listen to my intuition, it keeps me on the right track. So I had many instances where I've had third eye visions that helped me to avoid a lot of things or get out of situations that I had gotten myself into. One third eye activation that I had, I remember in 2019, I went to a women's spiritual retreat. 30 days before the retreat, I went through the detox process. I fasted, I drank lots of water, I engaged in my daily spiritual practice. Everything that I covered before, I did that. The first change I noticed was that I became very sensitive to everything. All of my senses were just heightened. My hearing, my sense of touch, everything. I just felt everything. I could feel all of the energy around me, kind of like Lucy was in that movie, Lucy. It was like that. I just felt everything, and it was just really crazy. Then I started having a lot of dreams, more dreams than I would usually have, because I usually dream all the time. But during that period of time, I just was having dreams all the time. And then one day when I was at work, I felt this sharp pain in my solar plexus chakra in my stomach area. And so I ended up leaving work early that day, and I went straight to the beach. And so I was on the beach, and I was just praying and just really meditating, trying to calm my system down, because my nervous system was just like, oh my God. And so as I was standing in the water, it was like this light just came on, and a movie. I could see, even though my eyes were closed physically, my natural eyes were closed, my inner eye, my third eye, it started projecting what looked like a movie to me. And I started having all these visions. It's broad daylight, right? I'm standing on the beach with my feet in the water. And it was wow. It was breathtaking. It was like the light came on in the theater of my mind. And the floodgate was open. I just began to see everything. So I saw people who were a part of my life at that time in a way that I had never seen them before. And it was like I was watching them on their timeline, and I was watching things that were happening. I could see them doing things that were not in alignment with how I wanted to live, and I could also hear. And so at that point, I knew that, these people needed to go. Secrets were being revealed to me, and I just began to take action on the things that I had seen. I immediately took action. I didn't question it. I didn't doubt what I saw. I just took action. The light was on, and it changed the whole course of my life. And ever since then, my life has been totally different. I did go to the Women's Spiritual Retreat, and that was amazing. And it helped me to even tap into my heart song, which I had not been able to do before. So at that point, I was in full and complete alignment, and all of my chakras was just on and rocking by the time I went to the spiritual retreat, and even more so once I left there. So I have some affirmations for you. We'll just go through them. I have 5 affirmations, and it'll help you as you go through this process, because you're going to be feeling a lot of different things. Food anchors us in our body. Food, alcohol, drugs, drama, low vibing energy, TV, social media, all that stuff you see, it anchors you in your body and in the 3D world. Once you eliminate that, right, you put that on pause, you're going to feel lighter. You're going to be lighter. Your body is going to react to you. Some of you may have sugar withdrawals or caffeine withdrawals. I had that because I drink coffee every day. And so I had that experience. But once you get through that, okay, on the other side of that is going to be a wealth of information that pertains directly to you. These affirmations, I use these going through my process. I believe they will help you to get through your process. And you'll probably need these, okay? I am inner vision, and I see the things I am destined to see. I am inner vision, and I see the things I am destined to see. I am inner knowing, and I know the things I am destined to know. I am inner knowing, and I know the things I am destined to know. I am divine guidance, and I'm divinely guided in everything I do. I am divine guidance, and I am divinely guided in everything I do. I am discernment, and I know the next most appropriate steps to take in every area of my life. I am discernment, and I know the next most appropriate steps to take in every area of my life. I am wise, intuitive, and connected to my inner guidance. I am wise, intuitive, and connected to my inner guidance. Now, you may need to pause and go back and write these down. These are very instrumental in your process. I'll leave you with this final thought. Look beyond what your eyes can see and peek into the soul of your life. This is where all true beauty lies. The power is yours. That's what I have for you today. Law 23 of 46 Laws of Spiritual Power. Open your third eye. If you would like to learn more on how to open your third eye, you can book a clarity coaching session with me at houseofsacredlove.com. That's houseofsacredlove.com. If you're listening on YouTube or SoundCloud, please remember to click the like, comment, and subscribe. If you use the information contained in this podcast and your third eye opens, come back and let us know how it went. And until we speak again, be the light.